snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping out this label.
YouTube, don't copyright me. I don't choose to have this audio.
I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as a
So if you copyright me, last time I got in trouble.
Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous.
I'm not trying to play those cards, my bad.
But look on the bright side, hope he'll changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a part of this. This the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Defeat the teams that set my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
No copyright, YouTube. I'm not trying to like keep it as long as on. No copyright, please. Please, hurry.
It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. So the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Oh, I'm kicking her, you party.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Murray. And that is
Chat, what are you doing?
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that
Bro, Murray's like aiming at the ground.
They got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Shoves him away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
powers past him.
He sucks.
Score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Well, again, it is the Cardinals.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Don't need her bad. Well, I guess
and a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for the second drive of the game.
There's no way.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football beyond the shadows of their own goalpost.
There's no way that guy
we'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says
after I said he was
thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray.
Thank you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
In the first half and quarter, first quarter, and I already have 2 touchdowns.
Getting the interception,
it's been like
navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
You knew your day.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
There we go.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground.
Get him, bro.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive.
Chad, that would be me, but I'm not.
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Okay, so now we know Connor.
In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It was a Caleb Evans in on the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss this out right for Connor. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Offside, defense.
That one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew them off sides. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's taken down inside
Michael
the
who?
30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Did it say Michael Olsen? That's what it was. That's my friend.
To throw is Murray. Stopped at the 24-yard line
Good
after
luck,
a gain
Murray.
of 5.
Oh yeah, Murray's one of the guys
Positively by
when
either
he's the
side.
center instead
From
of
the
keeper.
offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Bro, why would you leave him open,
And
Chad?
they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Why would you leave him open, bro? He's
Sets up the first
down.
and goal. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor.
Not
and
get
he is
dropped.
met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it'll be Connor.
Ooh.
Another negative play.
Ooh, that was on me
Stop
too,
him again.
bro.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now, 3rd and goal.
Don't let him, dude. Don't let him get out. Ha ha!
Throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Escapes the defender. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. Shrugs him off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 159 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Wilson's got it complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 71 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. Well, there you see it. A hat trick of touchdowns, and we're in the first half. I'm betting that he was over there saying, feed me.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I got to eat.
There is no doubt. And he's real hungry right now, isn't he? I mean, let's be honest about that. We don't have to be on the field to understand what he's telling everyone. Give me the ball. We're locked in with the offensive line. They're taking care of business, and I'm finishing things off.
Well, heck, he might be able to turn this into an historic event. We'll see. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on first down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Sometimes I'm
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not,
when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Going to run with Madison again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Madison running left. And just a
help
couple
me,
yards
Jefferson.
there down to the 17.
You're not just wide receiver, you're also blocking.
Watching him complete it.
Don't just watch me get
memories of doing
tackled.
all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on it. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And bro,
And
imagine
he
like
is gonna
not
lose yardage
helping.
here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's
Dude,
Madison.
what?
Well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
Wait, isn't that blocking in the back?
O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's complete to McBride. And I don't think he got there, no. By maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
And the cops do the best they can. They throw axe on your face and say, what was he wearing?
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Murray now to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly where they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
He's not going to respond.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Always hates me too. Like, Bella didn't want to date me.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't give the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Zabin Collins there to make the play defensively.
The benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
235 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, 72 yards. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Sometimes I'm on.
Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Help
to
me
throw,
out
it's
here.
Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson.
That's first.
Into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
the play. Ruling on the field stand.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. Murray now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He's going to say no, he didn't respond.
Now Murray again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Ha! I knew it, bro. Ha ha!
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
That's
This will
crazy.
be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's actually sad.
Murray now. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I knew it.
That gain
That's
of 13
crazy,
gets
bro.
him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
They suck. But they got
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, your Billy you do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the rules and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. The traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true.
It'll be awkward if you tell her, bro, stop.
Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
And I was joking, so.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it, big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the feet. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me. Say you gon' ride, is you gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me.
YouTube, don't demonetize me or I'm gonna like actually cry.
I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous,
I didn't choose this music, Madden did, not me.
I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit yet, we on the ride. Y'all gon'
like I'm being so for real, YouTube. I will delete YouTube if you demonetize this, bro.
Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me?